for murder, but not in this, not with Lorenzen being my child. As long as the blood warm in my body, I wasn't gonna rest. So somebody gonna have to do some time for mine. It's just simple.
Ow! Ow!
Investigators say Billy Turner was taken into custody by law enforcement at a gas station.
Facilitating murder. Sheriff Wright.
What?
Robinson.
Y'all dirty as fuck. Both of the cousins, the wife, and the lover slash deacon.
The disgusting part to me is she had the audacity. I understand that people go and they find Jesus and
What?
they put their life together on some things. But you were sitting among these people that probably had a pure heart or really trying to see you through this tragedy of losing your husband. And you was the one that did it. What kind of weird shit is you on? And then the bad part is that Lorenzen's mother has said in one of her interviews that she has stopped her from seeing the kids for a while.
What?
So some of the grandkids have kind of like distanced themselves from their grandmother because they're taking their mother's side about this situation.
Ow!
This is so fucking heartbreaking. That's why she got 30 years, but y'all ain't really ready for this though. She may only have to serve 10 of that, and she done already practically almost done 10, so she might be able to be out in another 5 years or less. That's crazy. And remember, she never was charged with murder.
Dumb.
It's been a few years, but Billy and Shara were acquaintances, and they had a very short-term relationship. At some point, I don't exactly remember when that very brief relationship was, but for the most part, they were acquaintances who had had a brief affair.
Lorenzen, and you buried like a man on Lester Street right now. If I know who did this to my children, I didn't just do this to Lorenzen, I did this to me. I mean, we have to blame somebody. Everybody wants to blame people. Everybody wants closure.
Dumb.
Ow! What that bitch say? She said if she know who done that to Lorenzen. But I thought they said her boyfriend, lover, deacon, I don't know what's going on with this situation, did it. But guess what, y'all? He claiming that he didn't do it. But I hate to tell y'all, I think he was a duck in this situation. For real.
Dumb.
Hey y'all, a year before the murder took place with Lorenzen Wright, his wife Shara had sent some goons for him in Atlanta. He had got some kind of townhouse or condominium with a friend because basically they was in the process of getting a total divorce, if a lot of people didn't know that.
I wasn't in the woods. And as far as finding the gun in the lake, Jimmy knew when the gun was in the lake. Jimmy had time to set all this stuff up while he was in prison.
In 2019, Sheriff Wright Robinson was officially charged with helping plot the murder of her NBA superstar husband named Lorenzen Wright. Now, in 2022, she also went back to see either could her conviction be overturned or could she get some type of bail to get out of jail until her next court date or something like that. And the judge told her, no. Okay, damn right. Now, that same year, 2022, she done a TV interview, or she done an interview with one of the local TV stations there and talking about certain things and answer certain questions.
Sheriff Wright moved out of her Colorado home about a month after Lorenzen's murder.
Dumb.
He disposed of the gun with Billy.
How many times total have you ever been to that lake? 2 times. First time doing what? Sold the gun.
It was bad enough that it took 7 years for them to find anyone or to get an understanding of what happened so they can charge someone with his murder. But for your wife to be behind it, a woman you shared 7 kids with, one is deceased, and for her to bring in her 2 cousins, one of them was there by default, and
What?
she just heard everything. The other cousin was there, and he was in on it simply because he was going through a murder trial himself for killing his girlfriend or fiance at the time. Okay. Now,
What?
he need money for a lawyer.
Ow!
What you think? Of course he gonna take that bid. He already didn't kill people. He don't care. This is so crazy. Then you go, speaking of sheriff, and write 2 books. Write a book. Was about to write a second book. And then you went to God. You learned about Jesus.
What?
Because you had
Dumb.
So I remember I told you the cousin heard everything by default. And then the other cousin was really in on it because he needed the money because of what he was going through. Now, check this out. Now, the cousin that heard everything by default, she still was going to get charged. But they gave her immunity because that's why she testified in court.
What?
And the other cousin that was in on it, guess what? They never charged him with anything for Lorenzen murder.
What?
He came back and asked them to overturn his trial decision that he had for about to kill his soon-to-be wife.
What?
It's too much twist with this shit right here.
As a weight was lifted, Turner is the only one tried and convicted in the killing of the basketball star. But Turner has maintained he was not involved in the murder.
Dummy, you could have put it out.